Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube videos. I'm in my car. I am filming this video in my car. I've decided to do it in my car because I kind of wanted to do it now and get it just out and said, and it's raining, so that's probably gonna pick up on the sound, but fuck it, like I wanted to do it now, get it out of the way. So this is my 21st birthday story time video. I said in my kind of like coming back to YouTube video that I was going to do this video. I'm trying to think of like where to start. A bit of like history, I guess. For those of you who kind of know me, probably know a bit about my back. But basically when I was at university, I got very ill. I was very poorly. For 2 of the 3 years I was there, I suffered a very, very bad back injury. What kind of happened was I was at work, was just working, I felt very poorly, I had a fever. I didn't realise I had a fever until I went to hospital. All I can remember is bending over to pick up a bag and my back felt really weird, like it felt like a twinge, but I was more worried about the fact that I had this banging migraine. I felt so dizzy. So after begging, I got sent home. My housemate came and picked me up and took me home. It was a Saturday. I remember it was a Saturday because that night about 10 p.m. I couldn't move basically. I was locked in position. I kept spasming. It wasn't like a seizure or anything like that, but my back just like locked up, and I just, with the locking, if I attempted to move, my whole body would go into like a shake, into a spasm. I remember it being a Saturday night because I was like texting around. Everyone in my house was out and I was texting around to kind of try and get someone to take me to A&E. Finally, after about an hour and a half, I managed to get to A&E and turned out I had a fever, I had a very, very high temperature. Basically what happened was when I bent over to pick up this popcorn bag, my whole spine moved out of place, and with that it was like a domino effect. With my spine moving, my pelvic bone moved, and rather than my pelvic bone being like that, what had happened was it had shifted across, kind of tilted up and rotated, so it completely got out of place. Long story short, basically I suffered 2 years of being in agonizing pain. I spent a lot of the time in bed, and when I would go out and I'd go to uni, I tried to live a normal life, and I think a lot of people didn't realize how bad it was because I'd still keep going out, I'd still try and work and socialize, but I was doing so much more damage to my body. And yeah, so basically I had a lot of issues, and with one of the big issues I had, because I couldn't walk. I mean, my university was like 10 minutes from my house. I had to set off an hour before my lecture just so I could walk to university. I relied a lot on my housemate, and I'm gonna give her a shout out, Caitlin. I owe you so much from that. Caitlin would pick me up from uni, she would drop me off, she would take me to my chiropractor, take me to work, pick me up from work. Like, she just did so much for me. And I mean, there were a few other people as well who would come and look after me, and it was really hard. It was really hard. But with that, one of the big things I faced was I put a lot of weight on because I couldn't walk, I couldn't exercise or anything like that. So yeah, I put a lot of weight on. So when I left university, it was actually this time last year, in June, I came home. Me and my parents both agreed that I needed to come home, I needed to be with them, I needed to lose weight and fix my health. So I did that, I did exactly that. All my chiropractor sessions really helped. My chiropractor was fantastic, and he saw that I was in a lot of pain, and I was in a lot of pain. And yeah, and I came home and looked after myself. I had to put myself first. I spent the last summer, going to the gym, eating healthily, trying everything I could to get myself back. Yeah, so that's kind of like a backlog of what led up to my 21st birthday party. Well, not party, but night. Moving home was really difficult. I left a lot of my friends back at uni because not many people were in Shrewsbury at the time. It came up to my 21st birthday and I'd lost some weight. I mean, I wasn't perfect or anything, but I'd lost my weight. I felt really good. I had this really cute little red jumpsuit. I invited this friend along with some other friends, and this girl I had known since secondary school, since year 7. I did see her as one of my best friends. I thought we were close. She'd gone through things, I've gone through things, and we supported each other through it. She was one of the only people that actually came to visit me when I was at university, and when she came to visit me at university, she saw how much I was struggling. She saw not only did it affect my physical health, but my mental health. And I don't go on about it. I'm a very kind of private person, but I lost myself. I did. I think it's understandable that you would lose yourself in a situation like that. I became a completely different person. So when it came to my 21st birthday, I thought I had got that person back. I thought I'd become myself again. So I was excited to go out, celebrate my 21st. It's a big birthday, it's a big age to celebrate. There was only like 5 of us that went out to begin with, and then by the end of the night there was me, my friend Lisa, and this girl. So yeah, so all had a drink, all had a laugh, thought it was great. And then she said to me, oh, can you come to the toilet with me? No problem, why not? I need to go anyway. So I sat down and I said to her, I said, I have been so anxious for tonight because I really wanted to look good. I know I've done really well, I've lost weight. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. And I think, I don't know what then made her say what she said. And it probably doesn't seem like a big deal, but to me it was. It was my birthday night, and as my supposed best friend, or one of them, I expected her to have said, not have said that, basically. So we went into the toilet, and I said to her, like, yeah, all that stuff. And then she looked at me and she goes, to be honest, I thought you were gonna kill yourself. You would have died. I'm surprised you haven't died. I looked at her and I was so baffled, and I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, I mean, look at you, look at the size you are, you probably should have died. I don't know whether it's because she was drunk or what, and having someone you thought was like your friend be surprised at the fact that you're still alive. And I know it probably sounds like I'm overreacting, but I promise I'm not. It's not something you talk about or even say to someone. I mean, I would never have said anything like that to her. I would never have said to her, surprised you haven't died. Like, look at you. You probably should have died by now. The thing is, she didn't just stop there. Like, she went on and on and on about how she doesn't think I was working hard enough. I should look at myself in the mirror and, like, if that was her, she'd be disgusted. Like, all these things that she was saying, I was just sat there and I was like, 1, I know I'm not drunk enough to listen to this. 2, what the hell is coming out of my best friend's mouth? And 3, it's my freaking birthday. Like, who the hell says that? And for me, that was it. I walked out, I just was like, yeah. I couldn't say anything. I was so baffled. I just had to be like, yeah. And I walked out and I went to my friend Lisa, and instantly she knew something was wrong. And she looked at my face and she goes, what's happened? So we went outside. I just told her everything. I said to her everything that this girl had said. Yeah, and then it clicked. Like, this isn't the first time that this friend has said things to me that have, like, but I've always brushed past it. So like I said, we were friends since secondary school, and earlier on in the night of my birthday night, we were joking and laughing, saying how we're very different people. Me and her are the complete opposites. We were all talking about that, and then she looked me dead in the eye and she said, to be honest, if we hadn't met in secondary school, we definitely wouldn't be friends now. And I thought, well, is that like a judgment on my character, on my personality? Like, do you think you're better than me? Just the things that she said, and like things that came back throughout the however many years of friendship we had, that she was a mean person, but I've never said anything like the things she said. And it really got me because, like, I worked hard and I've continued to work hard, and it just fucking sucks. Like, I really hurt when I was at uni. I really suffered, and like, I didn't want anyone to see it. So like, yeah, I did go out and I did do things, and I know I let myself go. And I know I'm not perfect. But I've bloody worked hard. And like, there are a lot of friends that we had in, like, mutual friends, and like, I know it's really silly, but they went out for her birthday and I saw them all together, and I knew that, like, she would have said things. And it probably was because that birthday night I had to just leave. I couldn't look at her. So I grabbed my friend Lisa and we just left. And to be honest, she probably doesn't realise, like, what she said or, like, the impact that she had. But I had to go. I couldn't have a friend like that. Someone's probably watching this thinking, oh, it's just a comment, like she was drunk. But the thing is, like, she said things like that when she was sober. And, like, the things she said I had in my mind and I've said to myself. So I didn't expect it to come from people that I thought loved me for who I was, and that thought, like, I've always been a good friend to people. I've always gone above and beyond for people that I love and that are my friends. And I've done it probably more than I have for my own family. Like, I have put my friends so far up my priority list. And I was always there for her. And I was always there for a lot of people. And that really just killed me. It sent me in like a spiral. I couldn't look at myself. Because I knew I wasn't, like, I never realised. I always thought in college I was the fat friend. I always thought I was, because I was friends with gorgeous, skinny, tall girls. So I always looked at myself and thought I was the fat friend. And it wasn't until I went to uni and I put all the weight on and I suffered with my back and, like, everything, that then I looked back and I thought I was really pretty. And then I just, like, I don't regret university for a second. I don't. I had the most amazing experience. I met the most amazing people that I realised are actually my friends. Like, the fact that my best friend Julia would come to my house every day and she would cook for me and she would get into my bed and just cuddle me and she would hold my hand when I would have these spasms that would last for like 2 hours. People like that are people that love me, not this friend. And I know it's pathetic. Like, I'm so annoyed at myself for getting really upset. But, like, I just wanted to do this to be like, no, actually, like, I hope the people that I have these mutual friends I have with this girl watch this and realise, like, I've not spoken to them because I don't want to. I've not spoken to them because I feel like the decision to not speak to me has already been made. Like, the loyalties have already been chosen and they've all gone to her. And I'm fine with that. I am so fine with that. People can be friends with who they want to be with, but, like, I just want people to know that she is a horrible girl. And I thought she was lovely, and I'm sure she is lovely to everyone else. But to me, she was horrible. And I know the whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me or whatever, but they did. Words freaking killed me. I just want this to be, I don't know, like a lesson to people. Like, the whole kind of, like, you don't know what people's lives are like. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know how people are feeling, what they're dealing with. Is so true. You can't just make comments about people's lives when you know nothing about it, when you don't know anything that's going on. Especially if you're meant to be their friend. I could say so much, but I never have. And I never will. I did a freaking Instagram poll to be like, should I just name and shame? And, like, everyone was like, yeah. But I'm not that sort of person. I have worked hard and I am proud of the work I have done. And I am so grateful for the people that have helped me the last 3 years. I know maybe other people at university, I know one of my lecturers, when I went into him on crutches, and I said to him, look, I'm going through this. He literally turned around and said, well, you better get it fixed then, shouldn't you? And I was like, no shit, of course I'm going to try and get it fixed. Like, I know people doubted how serious my back was. I'm never going to use it as an excuse now. I have worked hard. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm not anywhere near where I want to be. I want to be back like I was in college. It probably won't ever happen because I've gotten older and stuff. I'm sorry if you think that this has been really silly. It probably has been. Like, it is just comments, but it's also the person that she was. You don't want friends like that. And I'm glad I don't have friends like that. I'm so grateful for the people I have in my life, I've had in my life. Like, there are people I don't really speak to anymore, but that's only because we've grown apart. I have cut the horrible people from my life. Like, think about what you say to people, and think about your actions, and think about how you treat your friends, and how you treat your family, and how you treat strangers. Like I said, you don't know what anyone is going through. You don't know what anyone's life is like. So just be nice and say things to people you would want people to say to you. Say to people how proud you are of them, because you don't know, you might never get the chance to. Like, say to people rather than saying to them, I'm surprised you haven't died, or I'm surprised you haven't killed yourself. She should have said how proud she was of me, especially as she knew what I was going through. So just be nice. Thank you for watching me cry. I'm so embarrassed. I guess thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I promise the next video won't involve me crying in my car as the rain is pouring. How tragic. Bye.